Great, thank you, Megan. The first thing we're going to look at is using filters. Filters are how you search a module's list view. Now, filters are relatively new. They are used on any sidecar module, and if you'll recall, sidecar is the newer layout with the intelligence panel on the right side versus the very, very old layout that projects and maybe contracts still have. Any user can easily create and save their own filters. Unfortunately, we're not currently able to share those filters with other users yet. Hopefully that's on the roadmap. What the benefits of filters are that they allow you to perform actions against the results of your search. So you can favorite records, email them, add to target list, mass update, recalculate values, merge, delete, and export. We also have inline editing available, as well as previewing. So filters are quick and easy, but still very quite powerful. So let's take a look at creating and using filters. Here we are at the account list view. Filters are created up here in the filter section. Now obviously the...
Looks like you're still buffering, Justin. Give it a second.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, now it looks like we can see the account list view. Filters are done up here at the upper left corner. If I click on this drop down, I can see all of the existing filters. There are a bunch of system filters available here, 5 of those: recently viewed, recently created, my favorites, my accounts, and all accounts. Below this kind of darker line, above that darker line are custom filters I've created as a user and saved for later. The easiest filter is obviously just to type in a name here. If I type in tech, it's going to find technology advisors. I can also do things like use a % at the beginning to search within a record and find anything with ADV in the name. Obviously, I can create more complex filters by clicking the Create button here. We have our drop-down of all of the fields that are available for me to filter on. The list of fields that are available here can be modified by your administrator. But these fields do have to come from the module you're currently on, which is one of the limitations. I can't, for example, search for all accounts that have an open opportunity. And the filtering abilities on each of these fields will change depending on the field type. If I click on name here, which is a text field, I can either do exactly matches or starts with. If I scroll down and find something like industry, I can do is any of, is any, not any of, is empty, is not empty. So if I do is any of, this is a drop down, so it's letting me choose multiple items here. I can, of course, add some new filters, and it's going to AND all of these filters together. So I could potentially choose a specific industry and then choose a team of users. In order to find specific records. And I can save that by giving it a name. And saving it. And even within here, I can, of course, search by name within my filter. So I can get an extra level there. And again, I mentioned some of the benefits of being able to search here. I can multi-select records. I can favorite records. I can preview a record. Here we have hint installed, so it's showing us information about this account. I can inline edit. Go ahead and fix the punctuation in the account name here. And I can, of course, do any of my mass actions like emailing, mass updating, adding to a target list, merging, deleting, or exporting. I did want to take a quick look at exporting here because it's different how this functions versus reports. If I open this export, it's going to pull up just the two records I had filtered for, but it's pulling out every single field on that module. You can see it pulled out all of the fields on the account module. So that's a lot of data I may not need, and reports are a little cleaner when you want to export those. And I can, of course, jump around to my different filters here.
Can I hop in with a couple of things people often ask me about filters?
Sure, go ahead.
One thing that I hear a lot as a question about filters is, what happens as these lists change? Your data's dynamic. So this chemical search that we're looking at here, for example, Justin just picked this search from the filters list, and it's automatically rerunning the search that he ran when he saved this filter. So if I had new accounts that were chemicals, or some of my accounts have been updated and weren't in this chemicals category anymore, they would automatically be added or removed from this list every time you pull up that filter. And I think the one other random comment I wanted to share is just to keep in mind that the mass actions from the list view are limited to 1,000 rows of data at a time. So that is another thing to keep in mind, especially around exporting as a difference between exporting from a list view versus a report.